when we go see if you're all at the den. There's another hyena at the den. So you can run, but you can't hide. A lot of grass in front of the den this time around. I guess since they haven't been here for a while. Have they been here at all? When Peter and Hayden were here, weren't they here?
Yeah.
So they've come back to this den now. There I can see a little one, but now that one is bigger than the little black one we saw. And then the other hyena is approaching, and this one at the den starts growling. And the little one is also behaving like a... Let me just tell people. Amicia moved to Zoe's Road. I'm at the den now, active. So far only one. I'll let you know if I've only just arrived. The one off Zoe's, Rebecca's. Hard to see what's going on, but I think over the next few days, since they've probably only been here about a day, I'm guessing that over the next few days this grass will get trampled and it'll be flattened a little bit. Now this is one of the two I think that Tara saw, and I think the two that we saw the other night are two new ones, because this one is bigger and bolder. Move a little forward, little one, just into that little gap of grass. I can't really move for a better view. Every baby needs its ears cleaned. Right. that's right. We were having signal problems. I was talking about Mr. T for Tom in Seattle. Tom, Mr. T, and his brother. His brother's name was Kinky Tail. The last time I saw the two of them, we were having a get together. I suppose party. It wasn't quite. It was a get together to say farewell to a couple of guys from Arathusa. We were on Arathusa airstrip one night. We had a little bit of a fire going on the bottom end of the airstrip. In fact, exactly where we crossed the airstrip yesterday with that elephant, where we used to have meetings. And Andre was the guard that was leaving, and there were guys from all the other lodges with wives and girlfriends, and girls with husbands and boyfriends and girlfriends. They were lion calling, and they are calling from two different directions. And I remember leaving the group of people and going to see if I could find them. Hang on, I'm being called. Don't go anywhere, I'll get back to that story. Go ahead. So far I can just see one Mafazi, one Mampimpan, and then there's another one adult. So far, I don't know who's around the bend, around the other side of the termite mound. Anyways, I've got to where that buffalo pan is, where that big tall deck is, and it was a full moon, funnily enough. So I didn't even have to use lights. I had my lights off. I was sitting in my landy, and I had one of the big boys coming from the southern end of the airstrip and one of them coming from that central road, and the two of them met up almost exactly where I was, and the two of them were roaring next to my Land Rover, and it was such an incredible experience because even the rivets that were loose were rattling. And I think it was a day or two later that the Majingu lions moved into the area, and then within a day of those 5 male lion calling, the two Mapokos, Kinky Tail and Mr. T, must have heard them and objected to the presence of those young upstarts. And so 2 took on 5, had a big fight. I think this was up at Nkoro, and killed one of the newcomers. And the next day, the 4 remaining brothers of the newcomers, the Majingu lions, chased Mr. T and Kinky Tail, and they caught up with them and they killed Kinky Tail. And Mr. T, so called because he had like a dark Mohican hairstyle for a mane. He got injured and he raced back south to go and find the 4 brothers that had moved down on Mala Mala. And that was the last I heard of him, actually. I think he passed away, if I'm not mistaken. There are some viewers who might know. Sil, Liz, Marc Moss also might know something if he went down that way towards Lion Sands. What was that?
It sounded like an elephant.
So I thought maybe an elephant, but also thought maybe a human.
Mm.
And have a look. I don't know if the other entrance on the eastern side is still open to the den. We're going to have a look at that. You can hardly see it, it's completely overgrown. Thanks for messages, tweets that are coming in that are saying that people are thinking this little cub is the cub that Tara named Ntombela. I think so too. Look at a beautiful orb web in the sunlight. Morning, Kingfisher. That is a lucky spider. She's in the middle. If you can see all those little spiders, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, at least 8, 9, all above the top of the web there. Those are all males courting this one female. I guess there's quite a lot of competition. I don't think I've ever seen that many males on a Golden Orb's web. She's still going to get somewhat bigger than she is. That is quite incredible. Some of them will be taken by wasps. Some of them will get chased. Go text, morning. Yeah, fine, and you? Yeah, firm. 1 out of 5. Yeah, I'm going to be leaving shortly. Now, if we can go from the Golden Orb to this spider web over here, known as the Garden Orb. She doesn't have gold silk, she has white silk. Maybe now the sun's going, it's not so great, not so easy to see. There we go. But what's amazing about the Garden Orb is a very distinctive zigzag pattern to the silk. Known as a stabilimentum. And there's a debate as to the function of the stabilimentum. To some degree it hides the spider. There's a type of Garden Orb, a little different to this one, a little bit more silver. This is yellow and black and grey. There's one that's got more of a silver abdomen that makes an X, stabilimentum in the shape of an X. If you look at it, when it blurs and it just blends in with the grasses, it's a visual stimulus, believed to be a visual deterrent to birds or things that are too large that might fly into the web. Also, it's believed that it forms a background with which the spider can hide itself. There's a bit of camouflage.